A B stance goblet squat is kind of a regressed version of a single leg squat, and it's also a progressed version of a regular goblet squat. So you're going to be holding your dumbbell or kettlebell in the goblet position, which just means that it's more vertical, held in toward the middle of the chest, hands are underneath, and we're going to keep our elbows underneath and supporting it rather than allowing the dumbbell to start to fall. So it should be held in nice and tight and kind of clamped between both forearms. You're going to stand on one foot and the opposite foot, rather than being out in a normal squat position, we're going to have the working leg in, and the opposite leg is going to be in a B stance, which is essentially a kickstand. So in the case of a goblet squat, you have your working leg, and then your kickstand foot is going to have the toes lined up with the heel, okay? So we're not going to be really far away or like back like a lunge. Instead, we're keeping it just here so that we don't fall over, just provide some extra stability. But we're keeping the heel up so that we don't put as much pressure into the ground through this leg. So at most, this leg should do 30% of the work. Ideally, it would do less. You're trying to keep the majority of the work happening with the flat foot, okay? So we're concentrating on this one leg. So in this case, it's my left leg, okay? So we're gonna keep the goblet position with the arms, send the hips down and back, and then stand up. And you'll notice that the angle of my non-working leg is a little bit wonky. It's kind of going out to the side a little bit at an angle, and that's okay. And then the working leg is pretty much going straight ahead. Now, if you've got any knee or hip issues and you want to try to turn that leg out, you can do it that way to where it's more similar to your regular squat. You can feel free to kind of fiddle with that to make that position comfortable, because you're going to be going as low as you can. You might feel that you can't get as low as with a normal goblet squat, and that's totally normal, but you just want to try to emphasize just this one leg. You'll do all your reps this way and then repeat on the opposite side, and do your best to mimic whatever angle you use with your foot. Try to also mimic that on both sides, and just make sure that whatever angle you choose, that your knee is still tracking toward your toes. So don't let your knee fall in, track that knee toward the center of your foot.